Today, I'm lifting the lid on tools and MCP servers. I'll tell you exactly what they are and why they make your AI models not just smart, but also useful. By the end of this video, you'll also know exactly why tools and MCP servers give your AI agents superpowers. Now, before we can talk about MCP servers, we first need to take a closer look at tools. And I've got my good friend Fluffy here to help me.
Imagine you are a fresh, new ChatGPT model, recently born from OpenAI's data center. Now, you are a pretty powerful model. You know a lot about the world, you can do people's homework, you can create images. You can even tell people they should stop asking illegal questions. You are a good little AI model, but there are some things that you need help with. You're not able to connect with databases, you cannot control a home automation system, and you don't have access to my personal health data. In short, you might be the smartest AI model on Earth, but your powers are limited if you're not able to use external services. Now, luckily, there is a way in which AI models can interact with the outside world. Tools.
Now, a tool is exactly what the name suggests. We use tools like headphones to listen to music, we use our smartphone to play Candy Crush, and we use YouTube to search for funny cat videos. And the cool thing about tools is that we don't really need to know exactly how they work, but we do need to know how we can use them. And tools have been a real superpower for humanity. Once we figured out how to use tools like fire and the wheel, we were able to advance civilization extremely quickly. And now let me tell you how we can give that same superpower to AI agents. Trust me, we're getting close to talking about MCP servers. Hang on there. Let's say you are building an AI agent that can make cute cat compilation videos. Most models, including the ones used by ChatGPT, can only work with text and sometimes images. But we need more than that. This agent needs to be able to search for videos on YouTube, download them, compile them into a larger compilation video, and finally upload the video back to YouTube. It cannot do that on its own, but we can help it by giving him access to a set of tools. And the tool for an AI agent is simply a piece of code that does something. So we can write the code, for example, to find a video on YouTube, and we tell the AI agent only a few things. Firstly, we tell it the name of the tool, in this case, video search tool. Secondly, we give it a description of the tool. In this case, it would be something like searching for a video on YouTube given a search string. And finally, we tell the AI agent what inputs it needs to give to the tool. In this case, it needs to provide a search string. Now, when the AI agent has all of that information about many different tools, it can at any moment decide if it wants to use a tool, and if so, which tool it wants to use. Now, you've already seen this in action if you've used ChatGPT's deep research functionality. You ask it a question, and it goes off to the internet and searches for sometimes 10, sometimes 100 things. It does that all by itself. And OpenAI accomplishes that by giving ChatGPT access to a tool called web search. Finally, MCP servers. Let's say you've got a neighbor called Bob, and Bob heard about your Cat Compilation Agent. But he's more of a dog person, and he wants to have an agent that builds him dog compilation videos. Now, you could be an asshole, and you could let Bob do all the hard work himself and build his own tools. Or you could be a good neighbor and give him access to the tools that you already built. In this case, video search, uploading something to YouTube, making a compilation video, they're all applicable to both cat and dog compilation videos. Okay, you've decided to be a good neighbor, but how do you give Bob access to these tools? Do you put them on a USB stick, send it to him? Do you send it via email? And what do you do if 100 people suddenly want to use your tools? Well, this is where MCP servers come in. MCP servers are all about sharing tools with others. MCP stands for Model Context Protocol, and it's a protocol that allows you to share tools with other AI agents. In our example, I could build my own MCP server and put the tools that I developed on there. And then I can give Bob access to my MCP server, so he can use these tools. And if anyone else asks, maybe they want to create beaver compilation videos, I can give that AI agent access to my MCP server as well. The protocol is being supported by all major AI companies, and the good thing about it is that your AI agent can connect to multiple MCP servers. So you can see, it can very quickly have access to hundreds of tools. Let's take a look at 2 more examples. Let's say you're really into running, like me. Well, there is a Strava MCP server. If your agent connects with that MCP server, it can answer questions like, should I take a rest day today? Or what was the average heart rate during my last 5 runs? And it's able to do that by using the Get Latest Activities tool from the Strava MCP server. Another example. Let's say you've got a really annoying colleague at work, and he sends you messages very often, but you want to have an agent that replies to him in long cryptic messages. Well, there's a Microsoft Teams MCP server just for that. Now, as you can see, giving your AI agents access to a lot of MCP servers, and therefore a lot of different tools, essentially means that you're breaking the AI agent free out of his cage, letting him access the outside world. That's the power of tools and MCP servers. That was it. We're out of time. Well, I truly hope you liked this video and you learned something new from it. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I promise you that next week I'll release another fun, educational AI video. Thank you so much.